What's going on, chat? It's your boy Catch My Fade, aka Her Baby. You know what's going on, man. We back with another video. And today, man, I'm just here, chop it up, share some things with y'all. I just feel like if you a new barber, you definitely made these mistakes before, and I just want to get to that. You know what I'm saying? We going down the line. We talk about stuff like this on this channel. So let's get straight into it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even thinking, I'm almost positive. Almost every new barber has made at least 3 of these mistakes already. You know what I mean? So the first one is trying to rush every haircut. Trying to keep up with the rest of the barbers in the shop. I see a lot of barbers, they cut real fast, they get through it real quick. And as new barbers, we want to keep that efficiency, so to speak, right? But me personally, I always give the advice to pay attention to the cut. Take your time with the cut. Don't worry too much on speed. If it take you a whole hour to do the cut, take a whole hour. Just make sure that your work is clean and nice, and that your customer is leaving out your chair happy and feeling good about themselves, right? That's the point about being a barber. We're in the beauty industry, so we want to maintain that feel good effect when we do something. So take your time, don't rush the cut. That's one of the biggest mistakes we make, because especially with fades, if we rushing the cut, we missing lines, right? And we not actually fading them out how we supposed to. So that's number one. Number two, not checking the fade from different angles. I'm sorry, I had to check my notes. But not checking the fade from different angles. That's a big one. I remember when I first started, I used to I never spun the chair as much, right? I didn't spin the chair as much. I walked around, and I never used my mirror. I think as a barber, there's a reason why you have a mirror at your station, and it's essential to use. What your eyes don't see, the mirror will show you. And so you wanna take different viewpoints of that. Turn your chair, take different viewpoints and see, make sure you even, balance that out. But definitely use your angles, use your mirror, and use your lighting, right? Use your lighting, use your mirror, use your angles. You don't want to miss anything. You don't want one side too high, one side too low. You don't want one side too dark, one side too light, and that's just the thing. So definitely angles, mirror, that's a big one. Number 3, taking too much hair off the top. Number 3 and number 4, they kind of go hand in hand with each other. But taking too much hair off the top, that's big. Me personally, I like to start with a higher guard. Unless obviously I'm used to cutting this person, I already know what we getting into, I go straight to the guard that I use. But I like to start with a higher guard, because once you could always cut more hair off, but you can't put the hair back once you cut it, So if you make a mistake and you cut too much hair off the top, you can't glue that back. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go low now. But if you already started high, you can continue to cut until you get to your desired length without messing it up. And your customer won't be as mad at you. They won't be mad at you at all. I don't think any customer will be mad at you if you start with a higher guard versus cutting off more than they anticipated you cutting off, And that leads me into number 4, which would be not communicating with your client properly, right? Not communicating with your client, understanding the look that your client likes or is desiring. Sometimes some people are trying to find their look, and they trying to, they trying different styles. But talking to your client, definitely understanding their viewpoint and where they coming from and they cut. Just having a conversation, finding out background, finding out just a little bit of information about your client helps how you're going to handle that haircut, or even how you're going to approach that haircut, And so, big thing is to always communicate with your client. That's a big thing. Communicate, have conversation, figure them out, learn them, And that's going to get your cut better. Now, see, like I said, if you're communicating with your customer or your client, then you can't make mistakes like taking too much off the top, You can't make those type of mistakes, because they initially kind of walking you through what they like, especially if you have one of those always in the mirror clients, right? I tend to like to turn my chair away from I like to turn my chair away from the direction of the mirror while I'm cutting, so my customer's not always in the mirror, like, making sure everything is. That's my job to make sure everything is clean and lined up and in play. You know what I mean? And I think it just makes me nervous as a barber to have somebody in the chair while I'm trying to do my thing, just always staring in the mirror for every move you make. So I like to turn it away and have conversation to get them distracted from the fact that I'm cutting their hair. And then throughout, or at the end of the cut, I'll turn it, face the chair, and then I have a back mirror. I'll flex it and show the cut from the back end, right? Number 5, thinking every haircut needs to be Instagram perfect. You are not Vic Blends, you're not Poppy Beam, you're not 360 Jeezy, okay? You're not Sean Cuts. You're you, right? You're you. You're Jaffe Blends, or whatever you want to call yourself, whatever your identity is as a barber, you're you. So be you and take your time. Learn what you're doing. Every cut does not have to be Instagram perfect as long as you're cutting. Keep cutting and be consistent. As long as you're consistent, everything will fall into play. All your ducks will be in a row. Consistency is key in the game of barbering. You want everything to be consistent. You want your cuts to be consistent. You want your timing to be consistent. You want your cleanliness to be consistent. You want your post, if you're making content, you want to be consistent. That's the only way you're going to be successful in this industry, right? Consistency. So definitely stop thinking that everything needs to be Instagram ready or perfect, and focus on the consistency of it. And you're gonna take off, man. You're gonna take off. If you think that you're gonna come out the gate into this business and be perfect at everything you do, you told yourself a lie. You kind of setting yourself up for more disappointment than you need to be, right? So definitely just focus on consistency, focus on taking your time and efficiency, right? And success is around the corner for you, family. But y'all know what it is, man. It's my time. Shout out to y'all for rocking with me so far. I love y'all. I appreciate everything y'all been doing for me. You know what I'm saying? If you think I left anything out, or you have any more suggestions of what we was talking about today, feel free to drop it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Let's keep going, chat. Bow.